The Boys penultimate episode might be the biggest disappointment this year. Not really for me, because I didn't really expect anything after the first 46 episodes, or even more so after the last 6. Like, they literally add a f***ing episode about a dog humping his pillow amid the final season. It is not as bad here though, isn't it?
And corn salsa.
I have never, ever laughed at a joke in this show. Those are at best causing me feel nothing, and at worst they're f***ing disgusting. How does this scene enhance my viewer experience?
You had Chipotle for lunch. Carne asada bowl with extra guac.
Okay, that was bad, but what about the main plot? There is none. Nothing fucking happens. Like, we get Butcher and this guy's backstory now. I should emphasize, we get Butcher's and this dude's backstory now. Not when he appeared. Not when the twist that he's not real happened. We get it now, when there's 80 more minutes to finish the whole story. Poor Butcher. Let him reflect on his actions. What does it change? Nothing. Does he even reflect? No.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this one. But then again, I enjoy them all.
Homelander kills the president. Okay, why should I care? And how does this even matter? They spent about 20 minutes about a plotline about Homelander believers. What does it do? What does it change? Why do I need to know that there's 6 people out of 30 who believe in him? Oh, so that this guy, whose name is Mother's f***ing Milk, could tell us his backstory. Thank you, man. That's exactly what I need. Now I know why you're Mother's and not Marvin's Milk. And that's all he does throughout the episode. Why is he the main character? Why is he here? Kill him. Why is she here? How do they even know where to go? How are they walking around when they're supposed to be the most wanted faces in all America? Oh right, he got a cap. They keep making more and more setups. Ashley still did nothing, and now she's supposedly gonna regret her decisions and realize how bad of a person she was. The Deep lives to see the final episode. Homelander dismisses the 7, the Deep gets kicked out, and even his sea buddies now hate him. And that's why he doesn't help a drowning person, which is being recorded. More setups, more new characters. We got at least 4 that I've counted. They added these 2 who wanna help, but no, Starlight rejects them. Only for her to come back to them at the end. That's 5 minutes that are wasted to shit. At the same time, they're not particularly keen on solving the others. Where is Ryan? What about Stan Edgar? What does Terror do? All of these questions are simply unanswered, adding to the already giant pile of plotlines that need to be solved. I wanted to applaud this episode for not including a VOD ad, because those are so infuriating and dumb. Like, we get it, what is a super corporation? And they make money on their soups, and they can cover all the tracks. Stop showing me this every fucking episode. So I wanted to applaud it, but then I remembered it has this one scene with Starlight. Another problem is that the writers don't know what to do with Soldier Boy. He's just flip-flopping throughout the whole season. First he hates Homelander, then he accepts him, then he hates him again, then he accepts him again. One more cycle, and then he finally gives him V1. But that is only what Clara Vought wanted, so he still hates him. He says he's a twink, he doesn't want to be with him, but he still calls him son. Who are you? What is your motivation? And at the end they just got rid of him. Yep, Homelander just catches him and puts him to sleep. He just catches him, Soldier Boy doesn't resist, and that is the end of his character arc. Amazing. Well, one loose end less. And at the same time, Homelander is immortal and he's building theme parks. Are we in season 3 now? What is happening? Where is the poster scene? When is this gonna happen? Finally, there is the main plot point. Our gang's trying to recreate Soldier Boy's explosion in Kimiko. The problem is, секретный is an adjective. Okay, for real though, does nobody care that in the previous episode Butcher said run? It was Homelander who has super hearing, and they showed neither them running nor Homelander doing anything. We'll just cut out to them smoking in the next episode. Jesus, so anticlimactic. Anyway, I'm so tired of this. Every season, the same. They find some warehouse. Oh, Butcher is so evil. Or in this case, oh, we can't do it. Then he makes this face and a smart remark, then they start working. I literally felt nothing during this scene. Absolute void. Even though at first it's supposed to be depressing. And it's like, no, I wish you were all dead. Parallel to this, there's the Sister Sage plotline, and she can't understand the concept of love. And that's why she watches stupid TV shows. I'm not even gonna argue that Soulja Boy's actions were predictable. He liked or loved Stormfront. Stormfront liked Homelander. Thus, Soulja Boy had a reason to like Homelander. Is that so difficult to understand? But even here, they're wasting time. What does it matter that she reflects on love? Why couldn't they have made it into one sentence? Like, yeah, I screwed up. And then cut to next scene. Why do you need 5 minutes of useless blabbering? Why do you need to see her stab in her skull once again? Or is this another setup? More setups. At this rate, that'll be 1 minute for each f***ing setup. Then finally, something meaningful happens. Frenchman dies. And I said that with the exact same tone I had while watching. This death is so dumb. It's a death just for death. Like for 5 seasons straight, he didn't die in situations where he should have died, and now it's the opposite. So let me get this straight. They have a system that automatically detects flying objects. That means they were preparing for Homelander's visit. They have this furnace made out of zinc. Okay, yeah, it's not furnace. Which Homelander can see through. Why didn't Frenchie just go there as well? Why didn't they have more of these? So that, you know, there wasn't only one single place in the whole mansion where people can potentially hide. But even then, he distracted Homelander. What exactly didn't allow Homelander to just check this place anyway? He has super speed. Doing this would take him 1 second. That sacrifice only worked because writers said so. But Homelander doesn't think straight. Cool, your show is based around a dumb freak. And even then, this is like the new level of dumb. By the way, he died, but how? What injury does he have? They didn't even have the balls to show a brutal death. Rip him in half. Melt his head off. Do something. No? Well, f*** you then. This is like 100th time someone says Homelander is a weakling and that he's pathetic. Haven't you had enough with the same dialogue? By the way, radiation doesn't work like that. It takes hours to weeks for the skin to get swollen, not a few seconds. Also, is there a low reason they don't have temp V anymore? You know, for situations like this? Nope. And even if you take this scene by itself, it's still not arousing anything. It's almost fully just 2 minutes of Kimiko crying with the same shot. There is no progression. He kinda just dies in an instant. There's no music, and the other characters don't seem to care at all. How fitting. You know, I'm really glad people are finally opening their eyes. I've seen this show get praised way too much for its overall mediocre quality. And no, season 1 is not the only good one. They're all about the same. People just got tired of seeing the same things happen again and again. From season to season, nothing ever happens in this show. We've just got to the point where it's the end, and it's still the same. They had failures amidst the final season. The characters who survived any bullshit now get killed in the snap of a finger. But even then, I've seen some people defend it. Like, are you all okay in the head? Do you like chewing the same old gum for 7 years straight? Those are probably the same people who defended the arguably worst scene at the time. The scene that absolutely destroys, shatters, and shits on the power consistency. But in the first part, A-Train is blades tear above Homelander, but in the next one they're about the same speed. But Marvel does it, why can't the boys do it? Because Marvel is shit, and the whole identity of the boys is being anti-superhero or anti-Marvel. Anyway, they got about 1,000 plot points they have to solve in the next episode. Considering the writer's impotency, I'm pretty sure they will fuck up as well. Miracles don't happen. So yeah, Amazon just f***ed up with their biggest show, just like they f***ed up with Invincible. Although there, it was only one bad episode, and not the best animation. Here it's everything.